Crazy shit. Hey, crazy shit. Hey. Oh, it's another person, but they don't like to be notified. I mean, they don't like the acknowledgement. Because I got some important news. It's some important, exciting news. Hold on. There we go. Boom. All right. So I'm going to call you when I get done. Jeez, Louise. So, let me turn it around for everybody else. Hold on. Let me turn it around. Hold on. Damn, how you do that? Okay. All right. So I'm on TikTok Live. And if you go to my TikTok Live right now, you'll get to see exactly what I'm talking about. So the other person that me and... Come on, I'm being serious right now. The other person who sits up here and work with me and Mark a lot, he asked a question. And he was like... He was like, has anybody... You know what I'm saying? Has anybody checked on any of the cases? Any of the court cases? So we was like, nah. And actually, when I get off of here, I'm going to check on the bankruptcy case. But he ends up checking up on the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau case. Why everybody finna get a settlement? Why everybody finna get a settlement from U.S. Auto Sales? Why everybody finna get a settlement from U.S. Auto Sales? Now, we don't know when. But the judge said what he said. So I'm gonna read it to you because it was sent to me last night. And I actually got to call Ron so he can go ahead and pursue his case because I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on this shit. I don't know if you may get a check from that as well. But for sure, you're getting a check from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. For sure, you definitely going to be getting a check from the bankruptcy if you filed a claim. All right, so boom. So the person was like, check your email. We looking at the email. I immediately start screaming. For those that don't know, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau said a lot of things that U.S. Auto Sales did improper. They did a lot of things that weren't supposed to happen. TikTok, I need y'all to like the live and share the live because this is very important. Whoever had U.S. Auto Sales from, I believe, 2012 up until now, they're getting a check. What? Yeah. Okay. Who is it? We don't have to lock the live. Oh, okay, bitch. And you can be blocked. Simple. Y'all be making it seem like the block button don't work. Like the live and share the live. Because this information need to get out there. Alright. What's crazy is this actually happened on November the 26th that the judge ordered this. So, if you had a car with U.S. Auto Sales, you're getting a check from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. You're getting a check. Now, we're going to go through what you're getting really, really soon. But like the live and share the live if you had a... It's for those people who've already put it... I'm pretty sure a lot of people have put in a complaint to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau against U.S. Auto Sales. So remember back in the day, I want to say the first time I went on TV. Justin Gray, who actually broke the story, he said that we also found together that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went against USASF Servicing. Now remember, there were multiple entities again in U.S. Auto Sales as a whole. What are you doing? You hear something at the door? She going crazy right now. Anyway, so You had U.S. Auto Sales, that's where you physically bought your car. You had U.S. Auto Finance, who financed your vehicle. You had USA Servicing LLC, which is the people who were taking your payments. Okay? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went against the people who were taking your payments for all of the charges in a whole. Right? So I'm going to read this shit. And what's so crazy is last night I got on my knees and I cried. Let me explain something. All I ever wanted to do was help people. That was it. I never cared if a real check was coming or not. I just wanted to help the people because what was going on was so fucked up. But when we got this news yesterday, I got down on my knees, I cried and I prayed, and then I was so excited I ended up going on live and leaving people hanging. But I'm going to just tell y'all, anybody who got a U.S. Auto Sales car, we just going to read this. Let's just read it. The court on August the 28th of 2024 entered an option. What are you doing? Go home. I know you ain't get one of them socks. Give me that damn sock. The hell? Having a dog is really like having a child. Anyway, it says the court on August the 28th, 2024 entered an option and an order on the plaintiff. Order on plaintiff for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau motion for default judgment, which means they won. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau won against USASF Servicing LLC. That's what that means. Motion doc number 12. It says finding that the civil action was not stayed by filing a default My mouth is moving faster than my eyes and my brain. Okay, let me go back. Finding that the civil action was not stayed by filing of defendant's bankruptcy. Findings that the defendant is liable for violating the Consumer Financial Protection Act, 12 U.S.C. 5481, and determining that the injunction relief was appropriate. In that option and order, however, the court directed the Bureau to supplement the evidence regarding the damages, and the Bureau has since done so. It says, Doc 17, accordingly, the court returns to the Bureau's motion where it left off, an issue of damages. Okay? For those who had U.S. Auto Sales, this is what this is about. Okay? Like the live TikTok, share the live, because I'm reading exactly what happened and how the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau actually won against U.S. Auto Sales, and that a check is going to be coming. It says, the discussion. The Bureau seeks restitution for unearned gap premiums, compensatory damages for wrongful activated SID. I'm going to assume that ain't the SIDs, when they were talking about the SIDs, wasn't the SIDs, the tracking, those little tracking devices. I know Mark is in the live. That's why I wanted to make sure I'm not tripping. The tracking devices, which we found out in the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's original case, cars are not supposed to have tracking devices. It's illegal. It's illegal. And that's a term for getting a contract canceled. But anyway, let's continue on. Wrongful activating. Yeah. Okay, so it was the tracking. No. It was wrongfully activations of SIDs and repossession and civil monetary penalties. The calculation of restitution and damages. The Bureau relief on flat amount asserted to the representatives of injuries suffered by consumers, the court directed the Bureau to supplement its evidence with an expert testimony providing some basis within a reasonable degree of confidence that these flat amounts are represented of classes of injuries consumers generally faced in this case. To support the motion, the Bureau relied on a declaration of auto finance senior programming manager Christopher, whatever his last name is, because I cannot say that. From the declaration, the court can conclude that Mr. Christopher is qualified as an expert by knowledge, skill, experience, training, or education, including law school education and 15 years working as an analyst and policy specialist forcing on the auto finance market. Mr. Christopher offered three primary options: that $5,000 per repossession is considerable reasonable estimation of the amount of economic harm and distress suffered by the typical USASF consumer who face wrongful repossession. That is $500 is a conservative and reasonable amount of the amount harm suffered by a typical USASF consumer who experienced the SID disabled. So the SIDs were specifically when they tracked, when you didn't make a payment, if they ever cut your car off, that's what the SID was about. So I don't think it's about the tracking, but they did discuss the tracking being illegal in the car at the beginning of when their original complaint went in. And that $100 a day is a considerable reasonable estimate of the amount of harm suffered by a typical USASF customer who experienced enormous warning tones, which means that your car was beeping when you didn't make your payment on your car and they wanted to cut your shit off. And they couldn't, but you had a noise. All right, so boom. Mr. Christopher based these options on his years of studying the auto lending industry, his knowledge of the industry operations, his review on relevant economic literature, and his review on the declaration from consumers affected by the defendant's actions, among other data. The court finds that Mr. Christopher's testimony meets the requirements of an expert testimony under Rule 702 and will therefore accept the evidence as part of the court's damage calculation. Additionally, the court has reviewed the material. The court has reviewed the material and submitted in support of the Bureau's motion to motion and findings as the following. The defendant wrongfully disabled the automobiles, causing at least, we'll come at 1,000 million. Y'all can put it in the comment section. Make sure I ain't tripping. What come at the thousands? Huh? Anybody in the comment section? I know y'all hear me. Y'all got to comment. Y'all got to interact. I done read majority of the struggling, okay? Reading ain't my best subject, but I can comprehend money. You understand? What come out the thousands? Millions? Okay. Since ain't nobody gonna say nothing. 3,760,266 in damages to consumers. The defendant wrongful SID alerts caused at least $21,250,300 in damages to consumers. Defendant wrongfully repossessed, causing at least $508,800 in damages to consumers. Defendant did not refund and thus consumers are due 5 million. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Let me get the numbers right. 5,833,966 of unearned gap premiums. That is $1,403,949 for consumers whose loans were charged off. 3,144,100 for consumers whose loans were paid off early and did not receive any refund, and $1,285,917 for consumers whose loans were paid off early and received at least a partial refund. Prejudgment interest and restitution amount of $5,833,966 is appropriate based on the congressional purpose underlining the CFPB and on the facts of the case. The method of calculating this interest and the sum of disordering under 17 CFR 201.600 is appropriate method, and 1,274,357 is an accurate compilation of an amount. Considering that the defendant's financial resources and good faith and gravity of violations or failure to pay, the risk or loss of consumers, the history of previous violations, and other matters, as a justice may require the court to conduct, that a civil penalty of $10 million is a significant amount, but no more than the necessary to punish the defendant's conduct and future violations of the CFPA 12 USC 5565C. The court initiated is the amount of constitution in civil fines and thus subordinate to the defendant unsecured creditors under the 11 USC 727 A4. For the above reasons, it is ordered that the plaintiff's motion for default judgment is granted to the extent not granted before. It is further ordered that the clerk is directed to enter a judgment in the favor of the Bureau and against the defendant in the following amount. The compensatory, and I'm probably saying that wrong, but I don't care. The compensatory damages, no, I said that right. Anyway, is $25,519,366. Restitution is $5,833,966. Prejudgment interest on restitution through December the 1st of 2023 of all the way up until $1,274,357. Civil penalties is $10 million. And the further order and such judgment shall permanently enjoin the defendant from committing further violations of the Consumer Financial Protection Act 12 USC 5481. The clerk directs to serve the order and the judgment entered along with this order on Don Bescrow, the trustee of the Delaware bankruptcy. This was ordered on the 26th day of November in 2024. Y'all not gonna tell me nothing else. Y'all not gonna tell me nothing. Now what y'all got to say? Because a lot of people stopped. And a lot of people gave up. A lot of people stopped and a lot of people gave up on the U.S. auto sales situation. It was like, okay, you did that big one. That's old news. Baby, we're still fighting. We're still fighting. And guess what? We won one of the battles. Let's not forget that there was somebody else that was playing in our backyards. Who's playing in our backyards? Because I can't say it because I don't want to get in trouble. Who else was playing in our backyards? Who else was running up on our property? Go ahead and say it. You can say it in the comment section. What? What? Who else was playing in our backyards? Who else was grabbing those cars? Who was in our backyards? Okay. When I started this journey, I had motherfucking locks. When I ended the journey, I got a motherfucking afro. So I just want to put it out there and let it be known and very clear. I didn't give up. I just needed to move to another section. For a fact, for those who had U.S. auto sales, there is a big check coming. Now, mind you, I want you to be very mindful, very demure, right? That, to be honest, you want to keep it all the way 100. That money is finna be spread across not only to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, right, but to all the consumers. Now, let's make this clear. For those who did a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau complaint, for sure, y'all will be the first ones. Out the gate. I don't even believe nothing else. For sure, for sure. But the next people, right, will be the actual customers who experience those situations. Right? Because this has been going on for a very long time. For those that don't know, I want y'all to, I know a lot of times it's extremely fucking hard to sit down and read and comprehend. Read it 1,000 times. Mess up some of the words. Who gives a fuck? Okay? Let me explain something. For those that are just now getting in the live, of course, it's only 69 likes. Of course, it's only 19 people. For those that don't know, I am the person that actually got her contract legally canceled with U.S. Auto Sales. Here's the problem. The problem is a bunch of other people had been going against U.S. Auto Sales and nothing had happened. So, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went against U.S. Auto Sales. Not only did the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau go against U.S. Auto Sales, they just won. On November the 26th, while we was eating turkey and getting our dinners prepped and ready, they was going to court and handling business. All those numbers that are lined up are numbers that's going to be in a big compilation check that has to go to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to divvy out. The first things first are the people who physically filed a complaint on U.S. Auto Sales. Those are the first people who's going to get a check. I kid you not. Because if it was never brought to their attention, they would not have known. So the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they're going to get the check first. It's demanded. And this is even before anybody gets a check from Delaware bankruptcy. For sure. You didn't hear them address Don Bestro? Give them the money. Give the consumers their money. All of it. For all the damages. For cutting off their cars. For sitting up here not even acknowledging the fact that some people paid their cars off and you didn't even give them a refund on their warranty. Because when you pay a car off, you're supposed to get a refund on your warranty, for those that don't know. Now you know for future references. For those that paid off their car and they only got a partial refund on their warranty, these are all many violations. Now, like I said, if you want to get the full scoop, of course, I'm going to do like a video compilation of the original complaint from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau where they discussed a bunch of things that actually happened that they felt that they knew according to the law about things that were illegal that U.S. Auto Sales did. Somebody said, I wish they hurry up with American Car Center. I'm going to just tell you this. I ain't even going to sit up here and hold you, right? When it comes to American Car Center, for those that do have American Car Center, I feel like, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've never been that person, even throughout this entire fucking journey. I've never been that person. But if it wasn't for a motherfucker like me going hard, because what people don't understand, it's been nights where I would be up doing research. Mark would be up doing research. The other person that me and Mark communicate with on the daily, they will be up at all hours of the night. They would be going on Pacer, running up their Pacer bill. They would be the ones doing a lot of research along with myself and coming up with some type of game plan on what would be our next move. And that other person, who I can't name because that other person does not like to be, he don't want people to be here with him. He kind of plays in the background, and I love him to death. But for those that don't know, or for those that don't understand, let me explain something. It was people that gave up. It was people who didn't want to donate to the mortgage transaction or the mortgage audit. It was people who didn't want to pay for consultations. It was people who didn't want to pay for communications, and or what if we still have the card? The card, I've been saying that from the beginning. The card was always legally yours when it came to this entire situation. Anyway, let me go back. There was people who I got to arguing with. I ain't talking about tech because I love tech. There was people who doubted the situation. If you have U.S. Auto Sales, or if you had American Car Center, I actually feel bad because there is nobody that's there to advocate for you guys. There is nobody going as hard for you guys compared to how we did with U.S. Auto Sales. I felt some type of way even more because of the simple fact that this was my only source of transportation. I haven't had a car in 2 years. I have not had a car in 2 years, and ever so often I would jump on live and break it down on how my contract was illegal and all the violations that I found out. And there was people saying like they didn't want to do it no more. They want to listen. If y'all don't know, you're going to get a check from the bankruptcy if you put in your claim like you were supposed to. Even if you didn't put in your claim in Delaware bankruptcy, you're still getting a check because it was ordered by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So, I got on my knees. I cried. I was in utter shock and excitement. What about U.S. Auto Sales? They need to get off my credit. Dispute them, babe. I've already put out there. I also put out there how many people that I do trust to do credit. Because here's the thing. What people don't understand is the original reason why we ended up in this situation from the beginning was because we sat here and didn't have perfect credit. So you are going to have to get your credit straight. You are going to have to start saving some money, because who wants to go through this? This is 2 years. And we still got to go because it's still with somebody in our backyards. We still have to get those people. Now, if you're satisfied with the check, that's cool, Dan, and that's cool. That's dandy and well. No problem. But for a person like me, I can't let that go. I can't. It's been people telling me to focus on so many other things, and it's going to come, and I understand that. I took a seat back. It's been times where I've said I didn't want to talk to none of y'all because I was so tired of pushing the fact that I never wanted anything from y'all. I didn't care about the money. I didn't care about none of that shit. I only cared about y'all reading y'all contract so that y'all never have to go through this shit again. That was it. It was so many people that hurried up and got out of those U.S. Auto Sales cards, but they didn't read their new contracts. So me personally, I still feel like I failed just a little. Because there were people who got out of the U.S. Auto Sales group, because originally, you want to keep it 100. Originally, this started in the big U.S. Auto Sales group that has 4,000 people in that group. 4,700 people in that group. That's where it started from. You feel what I'm saying? It branched off because it was too much bull. Too much of the not real. Too many people said they had information. Tow companies in that group. So let's make a big announcement. Let's make a big announcement today. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau won against U.S. Auto Sales. One of the biggest things. Matter of fact, let's go back to it. Hold on. Hey, let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. Because, hold on. U.S. Auto Sales wrongfully disabled vehicles. That's a $3 million. Defendant, U.S. Auto Sales wrongfully gave alerts. That's a $21 million in damages to consumers. Defendant, U.S. Auto Sales wrongfully repossessed. Caused at least 508. Guess what? You tow companies? You tow companies that came and got those vehicles from those U.S. Auto Sales customers. That other company. Because every time I say that company's name, the other company who we know. The other company who we know. Every time I say their name, I get in trouble. So if y'all want to say their names in the comment section, you absolutely fucking can. But that other company. Remember how somebody had just posted in the big U.S. Auto Sales group? Because of course, I don't give out legal advice. I don't give out financial advice. I'm not a lawyer. I don't do that. But I will give you experienced information. I will give you what I have personally experienced. I will give you what I physically went through. I can't tell you nothing else. I don't inbox folks. I barely watch my messages. Maybe like a couple of people that can reach me. Not all people. Okay? For those tow companies, I want to put it out there. And you can share this to the big group because I'm not deleting this and I'm not making this private. For those tow companies that came and picked up those vehicles, I think y'all owe us a check. I think you do. Now, granted, you was just doing your job, and that's cool. I understand it. But in this Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they specifically said it was wrongful repossessions. The only people that picks up vehicles is the repo company. And then, even if you'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna just let the tow companies live. Like, they just doing their job. I don't give a fuck. That's me. For some people's situation, absolutely, I would just be like, you know what, let them go. For my particular situation, because that's all I'm gonna talk about, because I can't give out legal advice. I don't do that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. In fact, I'm not none of that. For my particular situation, I had a tow company come into my mother's home, grab my vehicle, take it to Mannheim, sell it for $9,000 to that other company, and that other company applied a deficiency balance against me. It has been 2 years. That's Uber and Lyft fees. That man said $100 a day. You think I'm not going to think about anything different? They told Don, who is the trustee of the Delaware bankruptcy against all entities of U.S. Auto Sales, cut the check now. Cut the check. We're the first ones to get a check. Fuck every creditor that they owe. We're the first ones to get a check. Now today, what I am going to do is I am going to log into my Pacer account. I pray that the other person that me and Mark communicate with don't be upset, because he really didn't give me permission to tell y'all this, low key. But I was so excited, I couldn't help myself. Because that was my whole thing. It never was. I know I don't care about being, well, let me go back. I care about being famous. I care about being wealthy. Those are one of my goals. But it had nothing to do with this particular situation. I never thought that I would be known for this situation. And I don't want to be known for this situation, because I have so many other things that are going on in my life that I feel like is better. Beyond the point, my goal is I always wanted to help people. And if this helps a bunch of U.S. Auto Sales customers, everybody across state lines, that's South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, I'm okay with that. So, I will be doing some videos today on, is there a U.S. Auto Sales group? Yeah, there's a U.S. Auto Sales group. But if you don't have a U.S. Auto Sales card, there's no point in you joining. I don't be understanding that. I'm not talking about American Car Center people. I'm just talking about other people. I just think it's weird. But anyway, beyond the point. I got on my knees and I prayed. And what's so crazy is, a couple of months ago, what if we recently moved? I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. From where I'm at right now, if a check does come, it's gonna go to my mom's house anyway, so I don't be tripping. I do have one of those cars. Hold on. I do have one of those cars. That's why I'm asking to get in. You can get in the regular group. The other groups, you're going to have to answer a questionnaire. And if you don't answer the questionnaire correctly, you don't get into those groups. So, shit is real. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau won a fat ass check. Damage of $25,519,366. Restitution for $5,833,966 plus prejudgment interest in the amount of $1,274,357, and a total of that's $7 million. $7,108,323, and civil penalties of $10 million. Don't start spending. Do not start spending. You ain't got the check yet. But what your mama used to always tell you, if somebody owes you fucking money, you will never be broke. If somebody owes you money, you will never be broke. So, if you ain't hit them numbers, I need for you to go ahead and make it abundantly clear. Don't worry about my stomach in my pants. Worry about a check. Hey. I don't want to play this auto message. Hold on, y'all. I gotta listen to this. These niggas trying to hold us down. They'll never see us fall. Girl, I wouldn't even able to go back to sleep. So, for those that don't know, that was one of the people that I helped out in court. And I call her my problem child. But she really an adult. She funny as hell. She met me through TikTok. And she been on my bumper ever since. But let me just tell you, I had to call her last night because she was like, I'm gonna be with you till the wheels fall off. I don't care what nobody say. If they give up, I'm not gonna give up. What they doing? She would message me every day and was like, you got this, it's okay, everything gonna work itself out. And it did. And when we got that, She was one of the first people I called. It's some more people that I do gotta call. But yeah. Girl, not you finna buy a giraffe sitting on 30s. I'm sick of you. See? Niggas don't need to have money. The N-words don't need to have no money. That's yours. What's mine? No, this is for U.S. Auto Sales customers. That's what that money is for. Now, let's just see. Let's go ahead. Let me pull out my calculator. I ain't got my glasses on there. Okay, let's look at some of these numbers. And then I'm going to get off live. Because I really do still got to go to work. Again, I can't count my money until it's here. So we're going to do 10 million. 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Plus, what is that? 7,000. I mean, 7 million. 7,108. 323. Plus 25 million. 25. 519. 366. Oh, that's $42 million. That's $42 million. $627,689. I don't know how much the check gonna be. Hold on, what this is? I'll come by so you can see her. Her name gonna be. Who the hell, girl? That's $42 million, bro. That's crazy work. That's $42 million for the customers. That's crazy. Now, how they gonna get the checks? I'm pretty sure they're gonna send an email, or don't quote me because I don't know. Because I really don't know how the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau work. The reason why I mentioned my locks was because when I started this shit, I literally had just started my locks. This year would have been 4 years that I had my locks. So this has been going on officially 3 years. Actually 2 years for the U.S. Auto Sales situation, but I've been learning for 4 years about the legal shit, about how contracts are maybe not be contracts, they may be trust agreements and a bunch of other shit. So I've been relearning for 4 years now. Thanksgiving was my anniversary for my locks, and 4 years ago I started learning how car contracts are illegal and stuff like that. 4 years ago I started learning this. 3 years ago I ended up, what happened 3 years ago? God damn. 3 years, that's crazy. 3 years ago, I was locked up. That's crazy. Life really will take you some places you don't even know. Don't ever question your journey. Especially if you put yourself in those positions. Don't ever question your journey, because you never know how it would be. I went from being locked up in jail to learning how to legally get out of a car contract. That's crazy. That's craziness. When I say I'm amazed every fucking day, bro. Every day. Don't you never give up. Don't never get up. No, I didn't learn this shit with credit. I learned this shit with goddamn. Well, I learned how to get it off the credit, but they so scared. Westlake so scared to put the shit on my goddamn credit. Is ridiculous. The motherfucker said, your account is dead. You don't have to worry about it. We're gonna take it off. Yeah. Out of 33 years, I'm 33 years old. I ain't never heard no dead account. Come on. Now we gotta go in the office. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got a new addition to my family, and she just... I gotta buy her a cage, y'all. because she be working my nerves. Ooh. Damn. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely gonna celebrate and buy me some motherfucking Starbucks today. I earned it. Anybody that judged me, your mom's a hoe. I'm trying to learn some of this now that you're speaking of. Bro, it's cold as hell in this office. Boy, you never find another love as good as this. So you better represent. Hey, because my love is the shh. I'm ready to go buy me a giraffe. Shit. What she said? It's going to be named US Auto Sales. That's my other problem, child. All them nights and days that I would talk crazy to y'all, it was plenty of people that sat here and was like, I don't like how she talked to folks and da-da-da-da. A lot of people. A lot. But you know what? It paid off in the end. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this Starbucks. And I'm gonna be happy. And I'm gonna sip it slow. Cause I feel like a rich bitch. Is that crazy? Is it crazy I feel like a rich bitch? I ain't even got my money yet. Hold on, y'all. One. I feel like a rich bitch. Y'all don't know what it is to feel like this. Them folks be... I'm talking about when I tell you, I've been sitting up here like, bro, they really been counting this out. They really kept saying, how many lawyers said that it ain't no money in this shit? You need to give up. It ain't no money in this, da-da-da-da. A bunch of them. I had a bunch of motherfuckers laughing at me. Low key. And I'm sitting up here like, there's no way y'all really sitting up here with these legal degrees. And y'all laughing at me. They did. They laughed at me. They told me I was crazy. They told me I didn't make any sense. They did. They said that. Some people said I was giving out misinformation. Some people said that they wanted to work with me. And now they don't. Some people still got me blocked. Man did. What was it called? The man who was laughing while he was getting his Rolls Royce? Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna go and get no Rolls Royce. But I am gonna get my affairs in order. Bought me some new books. We'll be reading. Got me some new books. I got a lot of stuff to read over this weekend. If I ain't got to do community service. I cannot believe. And Westlake had the audacity. That W company had the audacity to say, y'all need to pay us our money. What money, sir? What money? Alright, so I'm finna reset the room. Resetting the room just basically means I'm finna start over and just let y'all know everything that's going on. Like the live, share the live to people that you know. If you know somebody who had a car with US Auto Sales, there was a case against them in the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Let me go back to it. Let me see, can I find it? Let me go to my separate desktop. Let me go back. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Okay, let me see. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau case. Hold on. 404. All right. That's crazy work. All right, so let's go back. I gotta reset the room. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to pay attention. Y'all know I be doing a lot of stuff at one time, so y'all have to excuse me. I still gotta go get my dog out the room because she's scared to come out the room. Don't ask me. Anyway, so let's start at the beginning. For those that do not know who I am, my name is Nevadia Brooks, but everybody know me as Dirty Joe. Okay, so boom. Purchased a vehicle February the 1st of 2023, 2015 Nissan Altima. Felt like US Auto Sales was being a tad bit fucking sketchy. I did. I felt that in my heart, in my soul. And ended up putting my own lien on my car. And a lot of people call me crazy. My significant other did not think I was crazy at the time. Get you somebody that supports you. Now, mind you, I do not like that man at this moment, but get you somebody that supports you, okay? That man supported me and was like, yeah, you're going to need to go to court. My daughter, she kind of pushed me a little bit and was like, yeah, mommy, I feel like they trying you. I ended up filing a case back in June. They closed down. U.S. Auto Sales closed down in April of 2023. It's 2024 now. So we're going into 2025. That makes it 2 years that we've been dealing with this bullshit. In the midst of U.S. Auto Sales closing in April, we started getting emails, harassment from the W Company. If you don't know who the W Company is, somebody can say it in the comment section because I can't really say it too many times. If y'all think I'm playing, I'm not. The W Company has set up here, harassed us, sent us emails, communicated with us at all times of the day and night, basically demanding payment on vehicles because of something we didn't even know was going on behind closed doors, right? So what ended up happening is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went against one part of the entities of U.S. Auto Sales, which is USASF Servicing LLC. We noticed that there were a total of 6 parts of U.S. Auto Sales. U.S. Auto Sales is the physical car dealership that you bought your car from. U.S. Auto Finance is the financing company that was behind the contract or the agreement that you had signed. And then you had USASF Servicing LLC that was taking any and all payments. For those that don't know who the W Company is, can somebody say it in the comment section on TikTok and on Facebook? The W Company. The W Company started calling everybody. Who's the W Company that was calling everybody saying, hey, you need to make a payment to us? Because, again, I don't want to personally say it because I've already gotten in trouble. I've already gotten a little warning. Boom. All right. Before I continue on, I just want to let it be known that I do not give out legal advice. I am not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. This is only for educational purposes. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I have to say that multiple times during this live because I want to let it be known. I'm not a lawyer. I don't give out legal advice. I will tell you experienced information, which means these are things that I experienced, and here's the information that I gathered from it. That's what that means. All right, so boom, let's continue on. The 6 entities, the main one would be USASF Servicing because that's who took the payments for all things. When I say all things, for gap coverage, for late payments, they took the payments. That's why the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went against them. Okay? Now, I had already won my case and I already got my contract legally canceled in 2023 on August the 21st. And when I did, people didn't believe me because at that time, I had already got my car repoed. Got my car repoed, got it on video, ended up going on the news. Yeah. A lot of people was like, well, if you won your case, why you didn't get your car back? Well, I didn't get my car back because there was more legal tape behind it. For those that don't know, or for those that don't understand, I'm gonna back up just a tad bit and I'm gonna go a little bit off subject. Okay? Let's go back. Y'all know that there was something called the BOIR report. The BOR, or the beneficial ownership report for companies, would have not only outed all people who owned certain businesses, but it was also going to begin to out certain companies that had other entities that would have taken the fall and liability on other situations. It's not just about regular companies or regular people who have LLCs. It's about those companies as well. So for those that don't know, a judge in Texas said that is a violation of privacy. Because what y'all don't know or what y'all don't understand is it's companies out here that legitimately for a wholeheartedly sit up here and play in your face, because they'll say, yeah, it's US Auto Sales, but it's really somebody else. So that's one of the reasons why the Consumer Financial Protection Bureaus went against USASF Servicing. Okay. Another thing, and this is what I found out based upon a book called The Unincorporated. You can order it off of Amazon. I might put it in my Amazon storefront. I don't know. I really don't care. I just want y'all to get the information. The Unincorporated, it's very repetitive. It's very short. It's an easy read. I read it in one day. It talks about how if a company is in a trust, and this is why I've been telling folks to please educate yourselves this month on trust, on the IRS tax code and things of that nature. When a company puts their business in a trust, and it is in a trust state with asset protection, they never have to register their business with the Secretary of State again. Well, US Auto Sales was one of those companies that did that, because when we first started this situation, we found out that if your lien holder, which your lien holder is normally the financial institution that is backing your contract and or agreement. I'm doing air quotes if you can't see it. Okay. No, it's just called the Unincorporated. I gave the book to my brother, or I don't know if he ever gave it back to me, bro. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Can I find it? It's called The Unincorporated. Yeah. I gave the book to my brother, and I never got it back. But go look up The Unincorporated. And like I said, it's a very repetitive, you know what I'm saying? It's a very repetitive book. So they're going to say the thing a couple of times so that you can fully understand why businesses move the way that they move. And you should move this way too, because if somebody were to sue you, you don't want them to directly sue you. And that's why they build these entities the way that they do. Okay. So for those that don't know, in any state, when your car dealership, not car dealership, let me go back. When your financial institution go out of business, that's the people that is funding your agreement. When they go out of business, you can look up on your state's website. They will give you a directions on how to get your title. They're going to tell you how to get your title. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Let's continue on. The next thing, right? So when that process does not work on how to get your title without going through the extra, you have to find out if the business is out of business. We found out the hard way. The business of U.S. Auto Finance, which was all of our financial institutions, been out of business since 2014 in every state. Well, how were they able to do business in every state and not be in business at the same time? That's why I'm telling y'all to go read the Unincorporated, because if you read the Unincorporated, then you will understand why they did that. But guess where they've been in business at? In Delaware. Delaware is an asset protecting state when it comes to trust. So guess what? U.S. Auto Finance, they opened under a trust. They opened under a trust in Delaware. And because they opened under a trust in Delaware, they were able to still conjugate business in South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, Georgia. They were able to still do business, and they never had to register with the Secretary of State again. That's going to go look for certain things like that either. We did. So, boom. After all of that happened, got the contract canceled, went through the motions and the rigmarole. I have plenty of if you are my friend on physical Facebook, you'll be able to physically see me go on live and communicate with these folks, the W company, and how many times they told me that I owed whatever amount. It was an egregious amount. It didn't make any sense. And then by January, so from August to January, I did not have a car. That's when me not having a car started off. From August to January, these people had my vehicle, held my vehicle. Mind you, before that actually happened, I was sleeping in my car. That's how bad it was. My mom literally was like, why are you sleeping in your car? I said, because they might come and get this shit. She was like, well, why didn't you pay? I said, because it's illegal. I know it's illegal. My mama was like, hire a lawyer. Now, you know I don't have no money for that. She was like, they'll do some stuff pro bono. Called them folks laughed in my face. But I did it. I did do it. Beyond the point. In the midst of all of that, in the month of August of 2023, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau drafted up a lawsuit against USASF Servicing LLC. The DOWC, which was the warranty company that was in our original contracts, they drafted up a lawsuit in Jersey in federal court against USASF Servicing LLC, US Auto Sales, US Auto Finance, that W company, Westlake Finance, and both of their parent companies. And in the midst of all of that, US Auto Sales actually claimed bankruptcy. They tried to do bankruptcy separately, and this is how we found out. Delaware bankruptcy, they do not play that shit when it comes to filing bankruptcy, okay? When they figured out that they were trying to file their entities separately and sit up here and go... Yep, by James Billing, the unincorporated. It's on Amazon. Go look it up. It's very, like I told y'all, it's very repetitive. It's going to say, hey, the reason why this business was able to do what they're doing is because they have a trust. The reason why this business was able to do what they're doing because they have a trust. It's repetitive as fuck, I swear to God, but you're going to learn something. Some people need that shit. Some people need to read something over and over again to get a full understanding that, hey, this is fucked up. This is what's going on. They put their shit in a trust. All I'm going to say is, I am happy. I'm happy. That is $42 million. That's $42 million. I don't know why I want to sit up here and add cents, but $42 million for the U.S. Auto Sales customers, bro. When everybody sat up here and said they gave up, you shouldn't have. A lot of people remember how everybody said if Young Thug would have just stayed strong, he could have been off this whole entire time. Now, granted, he went through a lot of shit. Everybody was yelling free Thug. Some people were showing up to the court cases. Some people actually gave up. Mariah didn't give up. Mariah the scientist, she didn't give up. The judge let all of them off with time served. Even Yak Gotti, who got one charge. Even him. If that don't tell you to stay the motherfucking course, stay the goddamn course. Shit be hard. I'm never gonna sit up here and be like, yeah, this shit easy. No. It's not easy. This shit not easy. $42 million going to U.S. Auto Sales customers. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy. Come on, I need to cut off my light now. Come on. I'm not finna play with you. Come on, I gotta go to work. Oh, y'all see my she's so bad. All she wanna do is play. I don't have time to play. I have to work. I'm an adult. Come on. And I gotta get some nail clippers for her nails. You know, my daughter called me yesterday. Talking about some. Can you send me a picture of the dog? Hi, how are you? My day is going well. The hell? Come on now, get from under my desk. Come on. No, we're not starting this today. I'm not playing with you. Not today. Not today. I already got to get you a new collar and everything. I ain't got time to throw this shit away. Sit. I'm not playing. When I tell you to come, I'll tell you to come. Right now, it's cold as hell in this damn house. Ooh. Shit. Oh. So, yeah. $42 million. $42 million. And the checks don't even start rolling from there because it's still people that got to get they checks from bankruptcy, too. Don't start with me. Turn in my paperwork. Hi, yeah. Anything else anybody got to say? Anything else anybody got to say? Matter of fact, while we here, I gotta take that and put that in the sink. While we're here, shred it. Put it in the trash. What does it mean for people who got cars took by Westlake because US Auto Sales closed? I don't know how simple this can be, but it's called a check. It's called a check. And I already sent it over to Ron. He said he's going to give me a call later. Boom. This song. This nigga want to rock. I am excited. For those that don't understand, it's a check. That's what that means. A check. Alright. It's a check coming. It's a check coming. Check coming. Alright, y'all, so y'all can see my lovely face. So we should got one of these in the mail. You don't get one of those in the mail. You have to go searching for that. While we're here, let me go available. And let me log into my Pacer account because I want to check on something. I want to check on something real quick. We need to check on that bankruptcy. We do need... Okay, I'm so confused. What are you confused about? People who had U.S. Auto Sales cars and did a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is going to get the first people to get a check. What's confusing about that? What's confusing? Let me see, can I log into my Pacer? Okay. We got my password again, so I'm gonna have to do my password real quick. I do this every time because I really don't be going into Pacer like that, low key. Alright, so they sent me a reset email to Pacer. My girl wasn't playing no games. I wish I had followed your advice to the T. Hey, I mean, I've been telling everybody. I've been communicating with everybody. I've been letting it be known, like, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, y'all need to listen to this. Hey. I've just been telling everybody. I don't know. Oh, wait. I don't even know what... God damn it. I had the password saved in here the whole time. Alright, let me just change it up. Alright, I'll start. Update. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna go into Pacer now because I need to look at a case, which is Delaware bankruptcy. That's what we need to look at. We need to look at, is it too late? Is it too late? I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know. I don't want to say, no, it's not too late. Go ahead and file. Because I don't know. Alright, let's search for a case. Search a specific court. What? Alright, we gotta go to Delaware. Delaware Bankruptcy Court is here. I'm so sorry that this may have been... Who was we supposed to fire with first? Huh? What you mean? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're asking. Alright, so... shit. Mark, what is that? Can anybody give me the case number? Because I forgot the case number for bankruptcy. Let me see. Hold on. US Auto Delaware bankruptcy. I got one of their case numbers. No. It's saying that the last filing was on October the 23rd. But if that's the case, it's the same thing. Alright, let me see. Oh, shit. Wrong keyboard. 23-11251-TMH. Let's see what's going on with that case. Case summary. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put y'all somewhere else. Put y'all. Go to bed. Get back. I'm not playing with you. Lay down. You have had an eventful morning already. You done sat up here and on my floor twice. Okay. Fuck. No, I've been trying. You know that I am. No. Heaven done signed a name. Yeah. Damn it. How the fuck did I find this shit the last time? God damn. Man. Shit. It's not coming up by the number no more. Let me see. 123-VK- Why am I typing over here? Jesus! Okay. 1 semicolon 23-B. Oops, go back. BK dash 11251. Alright. Deadline, history, and dockets. Alright. Let's see. What is this? Oh, that's Margaret. What? Get. Hold on, y'all. Because she's going to try to run in here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Sorry. I say this shit is like having a goddamn child. Yeah, you sit there with your damn blanket. That's why I'm gonna have to get her a cage, because I can't just be running around all willy-nilly. Oh, I'm too big for this. I'm too big for this. Okay, let me see. Let me see. No, nothing happened with the Delaware bankruptcy. Ain't nothing happened, which is even crazier. So now, to be honest, at this point, next move gonna be the best move, because it's already been put out there. What's what? I've already alerted the cavalry. Because Don and his team, they already know. The news, they already know. And let me just tell y'all something about the news. I love the news, but the news is very finicky when it comes down to certain things and certain situations, because the news knew about everything that was going on, and they only said certain things. They only gave out certain things. So, it's about to be 9 o'clock. Do anybody got any questions? Because when I get off at 9 o'clock, don't send me no message. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it no more. Who can I get the audit done with? Which audit? The securitized audit for your particular transaction for court purposes? Is that what you're asking about? Y'all got to be specific. If you got any questions at 9 o'clock, I'm getting off of here, because I got other things to do. I got emails to send out. I got to take a drug test today. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. So, securitized audit. I cannot say the personal name on here, but matter of fact, let's read an insert. Oh, it's right here. Let's read an insert. I don't give out legal advice. I just be reading my own mind. Alright, so this right here is the book as a point of reference. So I'm going to read it to y'all so y'all can understand. Yeah, that's why I said at 9 o'clock I'm getting up out of here. And when Ron call me, you know who will get the information. And it won't be out there. Hey, Eric! Alright. So I'm going to read this insert because I think it's important. A lien is an interest in a debtor's property given by the law to protect the creditor. If the debtor voluntarily grants such interest, it becomes a consensual lien. a consensual lien is created. If a consensual lien is taken in the debtor's real property, the lien is called a mortgage. A consensual lien in personal property or fixtures is called security interest. So if you have security interest in your contracts or agreements, it is now a consensual lien, which means that your loan is a mortgage loan. I did look it up. Nothing has happened since October, which somebody filed in the case. She only filed to update her address in the Delaware bankruptcy stuff. And the last council meeting. That's the only thing. But I did send it over to Ron. And Ron was like, oh, I'm going to be calling you. Okay. Show the book cover again. This is the book cover. It is problems and materials and secure transactions. So you would get something called a mortgage audit. You would look up the best mortgage audit company. I'm going to just tell you right now. Mortgage audit costs anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500, give or take. It's worth it though, because they go into depth and detail. I think it's beneficial to a lot of people's in their personal cases. It is beneficial. So when I tell you I be reading everything. I be going all over the world. I got these 2 books because I got to be putting my trust together, because next time they won't be taking my vehicle. It's going to be in my trust, okay? I already got to put my social medias in my trust, because my social medias are definitely assets, but you know, to each his own. So yeah. Let me just tell y'all. I already put, listen. U.S. Auto Sales customers, $42,627,689.02. Now, it's not the 2 cents, but it is that amount. We're talking about 10,000. I mean, not 10,000. Why do I keep saying that? 10 million. I'm finna put it up. Hold on. I'm finna put it back up. For those that are on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, you can actually physically see it. But on TikTok, it specifically talks about all the things that U.S. Auto Sales customers will be awarded to the consumers. To the consumers. $42 million. Okay? $42 million. I will be on TikTok making videos breaking down their original motions. I will be doing that. You'll see videos. Y'all can share them and all that good shit. I gotta buy my dog a cage. That's gonna come sooner than later. I just joined. What did I miss? The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau won the case against USASF Servicing LLC, which was a part of U.S. Auto Sales, and they won $42 million for consumers. That's what you missed. That's what you missed. Don't be looking, because I don't do that. I gotta buy you some shampoo. I got a lot of stuff to do for my dog too. That's another reason why I gotta get off here at 9 o'clock. If y'all got any questions, but pay y'all chump change. I don't know. It just, I mean, to be honest with you, here's the thing. This is why I say that I like the fact that I did open my mouth, because, and for the right reason, okay? Because here's the thing. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, I'm not gonna join the class action lawsuit because I'm doing my own shit. Everybody else is automatically joined in unless they say no, they don't want to be joined in. Here's the thing. Number one, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau went against U.S. Auto Sales. One, the DOWC is going against Westlake Portfolio Management, Westlake Finance, their parent companies, the investment firms. You feel me? That's another check. All right, boom. Then you got, for those that don't know, in the bankruptcy phone call, which I can repost those bankruptcy phone calls, like where people was recording. The bankruptcy phone calls There was a lady named Lisa, and her firm, they was actually representing the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Lisa switched associates from her to someone else. Now Lisa was representing the U.S. Auto Sales customers against Westlake Portfolio Management in a lawsuit. In a class action lawsuit that ended up turning into arbitration, because Westlake Portfolio Management, they ended up giving the judge something called a tri-agreement, which were two parent companies and Westlake to actually collect on the vehicles and do everything that they said they was going to do, or whatever the case may be. So because they presented that to the judge as an agreement, that's why they pushed the class action lawsuit into arbitration, and they haven't been able to settle out yet. But if somebody don't know, hold on, let me go back to it. Let me go back to it real quick, because I don't never like for me, I don't know about everybody else. For me, I can't speak on everybody else. For me personally, I never like to get it wrong. So let's go back. There was November the 27th. There was a lady named Tracy Morris. Tracy Morris said, did anyone else get a letter that your vehicle is abandoned and you can reclaim it? I just got one, and it was abandoned on November the 21st and was dropped off July the 9th of 2024. Okay? At this location. They took it October of last year, and it was 140 miles away in South Carolina. So now, you feel me? Westlake is abandoning the vehicles. They're saying that they're not, for some people. And some people, they are. They're abandoning the vehicles. They're abandoning the vehicles because it's finna be people coming. And not for no little bitty amount. Now, me personally, this is just my personal opinion. I can't speak on everybody else because I just can't speak on everybody else. But I'm going to say this. For me personally, I have been doing my own thing since the beginning of this, because everything, even with the big thing that I'm supposed to be doing this upcoming week, which I need to, while I'm on it, I need to go ahead and pay for my rental car so I can return my equipment, because the company who I work with, they're actually changing a new system. Beyond the point. I don't even tell everybody what I do until it's done. So when I went and filed my court case for free, I didn't tell nobody until I actually did it, because a lot of people were saying, oh, they said you can't fight in court. Oh, a lot of people said a lot of things, and I proved them wrong every time. A lot of people said you weren't going to get no money out of this situation. A lot of lawyers said you weren't going to be able to do it. A lot of lawyers said that you weren't going to be able to cancel the contract, that the contract was legal and binding. I found that every time somebody doubted what I was doing, I proved them wrong. Every time. Every time. When I sat up here and I said that Westlake did not have the proper authority to do that, and it didn't make any sense. No, a lot of people didn't believe me. A lot of people said I was crazy. Oh. Now at this moment, I don't feel like I'm crazy. I just feel like I'm clinically in tune with my capabilities of doing the things that I know I can do. I just seen this video on somebody's Facebook page, and she was just like, the wealthy people, they do things that they don't like to do to make it a better situation. And she brought up one of the biggest rock stars that you can ever think of. I think she said Mick Jagger, but that's probably the wrong one. But she did say a really big rock star. And she said that this man took an accounting course because he wanted to make sure that he stayed wealthy. He did something that he did not like. He don't like math. He loved counting money. He loved adding. He loved dividing, and he loved subtracting. But that man did not like accounting. He took accounting to make sure that he continued to keep his wealth at the end. I've been told y'all, I've been saying it since December the 1st of this year. I said y'all need to educate yourselves on the IRS tax code. And y'all need to go ahead and educate yourselves on contracts. I've been saying that from the beginning. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. You feel me? I've been saying that from the beginning. I've been telling y'all to read your contracts. A lot of people, it's been plenty of people that sat here and said, you feel me? Oh, what did they say to me? Oh, well, I already got out of my U.S. Auto Sales contract and I got a new car, so I'm not worried about it. But did you read your new contract? There was no answers. What did they say? God told me to move. All faith without work is dead. The whole purpose, and I've been saying this from the beginning, the first will be last and the last will be first. The first will be last and the last will be first. For those people that thought that cash was king, for those people that was not worried about getting their credit fixed, and I was one of those people, I ended up being last. I ended up going to a buy here, pay here place. I ended up going to American Car Center because I got a contract with them as well. And I gave that car back a long time ago. I did that. God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, the higher power, I don't know what you believe in. I'm just going to be honest with you. God put y'all in a position because he did not want y'all to suffer anymore. And with hope and prayer, a little elbow grease, a little faith, he wanted somebody to sit up here and show y'all that y'all are more than capable of handling a lot more shit that you give your fucking credit for. I promise you this. I promise you this. Think about it. I want you to think about it real hard. American Car Center, they went out of business. U.S. Auto Sales, they went out of business. Bloomberg, I got interviewed by Bloomberg magazine thanks to the help of everybody who even believed in what the fuck I was talking about. Bloomberg magazine is a financial that's a financial magazine where they sit here and they investigate everything that's going on. They said it from the beginning that U.S. Auto Sales was doing some illegal shit called securitization and packing in the loans, which is forcing customers who do not have either the proper education or the financial means or the financial background to figure out this whole situation is set up for you to fail. The book is called The Unincorporated. The book is called The Unincorporated. Go look it up. The book is called The Unincorporated, bro. Go read that book. Like I said, for me, when I read books, I like it for it to repeat over and over again. How do you think I know? Look, let me tell you something. There was a teacher. I don't know where he is right now. I went to Mondays Mill High School. His name was Coach Willingham. He coached the basketball team. He was tall, lanky, and he also was a teacher for social studies. He would repeat so many things to a point where I got it and I understood. I found out that the first president was on the $2 bill. And every time I say it to this day, people be like, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Our first president is Obama. No. Because what happened is those Caucasian people, they was running around, chicken's head cut off. They didn't know what to do. So the black man stepped in and he started handling business and appointing people and deviating tasks that need to be given. Here, you do this, you do that. He was running shit as the president should. And he's on the back of the $2 bill. That's the first black president legally. Beyond the point, the first will be last, the last will be first. For those that do not know, or for those that do not understand what I'm saying, you were not put in this position to fail again. If you sit up here and you go get in another car contract and you don't read it, then that's on you. If you go through this entire situation with me from the beginning of them closing in April to now, if you go through this entire situation and you still don't read your contract, you are still failing, and I feel like I failed you. I didn't care. I knew everybody was going to eventually get a check. It doesn't matter if it's a couple $100,000. It don't matter if it's a couple of thousand. It doesn't matter. I knew everybody was going to get a check. I didn't care about nobody getting a check. I cared about giving the people the information. I cared about y'all understanding what the fuck was going on. I talk to y'all like this, like I would talk to my cousin, my sister, my brother, anybody, because I love y'all. I care about y'all. This is wholeheartedly. I don't never want to sit up here and have my daughter or my fucking son sit up here and go to a car dealership and they sit up here and try them. For a fact, if you don't do it for your fucking kids, do it for yourself. Do it for your nieces, do it for your nephews, do it for your baby cousin. Because guess what? Somebody is going to go through the same entire situation. You don't want them to have to deal with this type of shit here. And have to go through this type of shit here. Because it was days and times I told motherfuckers to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Promise you. But I did it because I loved y'all so much. And never, ever get it confused. Don't confuse my anger and frustration with passion. I'm a black woman. I'm an indigenous woman. I'm a soil woman. And I'm a motherfucker that know exactly what I was here to put on earth. I'm here to help the people. Lead by nature. Because I'm a Leo and that's just who I am. I'm being honest with y'all. And what's so crazy is I literally said this a couple of weeks ago. I said, I don't know what it is, but I feel like everybody gonna get a couple of thousands. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I said. $42 million. Now, mind you, I want to put this out here and I want to make it abundantly clear. I don't know when the checks are coming. Just know the checks are coming. I don't know how much the checks will be. Just know the checks are coming. But I will say this. Be mindful. Be careful. Start reading your contracts. Please re-educate yourselves. Please educate your children because these are things that you do not learn in school. I didn't learn this shit in school. I got a high school education. I did not go to college, no nothing. Please sit up here and start paying attention to all the shit that's going around. People are losing their lives. Companies are going through bankruptcies. There's a bunch of different class action lawsuits against companies that have been doing the same thing repetitively. Because the thought process is you N-words will never read this stuff. You N-words will never sit up here and pay no attention to this because we've been doing this shit for years. That was the truth. Now it's 9 o'clock. I told y'all I got to get off here because I do. I really got shit to do. I want y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope that everything that you wish, you hope for, it comes to. I hope that y'all sit up here in the month of December. I said this as well. Please write down your goals because you never know when you're going to accomplish them. Start working towards everything that you need to do. I plan on getting everything that I ever said that I was coming for. I'm going to do it. I want y'all to know that wholeheartedly, anytime that I ever talk to y'all, how I talk to y'all is because I love y'all. Okay? You never know when the person is going to leave, so you might want to tell them that you love them before they go. So I tell y'all this all the time. I've been here too many times where I've lost a lot of people, and I tell y'all that I love y'all for a reason. I'm telling y'all this out of love. Please start paying attention to y'all contracts. Please start reading this shit. Please start doing everything that you set out to do. Accomplish those fucking goals. The last will be first, the first will be last, and this is how we're doing it. All right? $42 million. All right. I gotta go. I love y'all. I love y'all wholeheartedly. Gotta go though.